Hi everyone, we're back for another video. This time talking about our flights of Aetheria. So this is devlog number 1 for this title that we have in the works. Now this is going to be something that's a little bit further out because it's more advanced on the things that we have to work on mechanically and also visually to kind of pull off. It is very inspired by Studio Ghibli and like Witch Academies type of things. So I believe you'll very much love this and the different racers that will come into play. This is going to be before Chance to Shine, so we can learn some mechanical features and different kind of things before we jump fully onto that, so that we can take those mechanical features of understanding and knowledge and bring it over to our Oban games coming up down the road. So, with that in mind, just kind of want to show some of these things. So, Flight of Aetheria, that is the title. And I can show you guys some fun stuff. So, I guess first off, you might want to see the main character. Who is this character that we're going to be seeing? Well, her name is Yuri, and this is what she looks like. So she'll be using a broom, and this is what the broom is. So maybe this is a better picture because it'll show you the details. So it's going to have a mixture of two things, half a visual novel, and it's going to have the other half to be a racing witch style game where you have like even dragons and like different other types of beings of racing ideas for different racers. It's kind of a very fun Mario small type of idea of a game, but you get some very breathtaking visuals of different fantasy landscapes, and you'll be following her story and with her cat Stella. Some kind of fun ideas that we have in mind for Stella and for Yuri here during the race mechanics. Kind of briefly touch on this. So Stella is gonna blow up into a big balloon. Like she'll get into a big fluff ball, ball size. And when she goes into this ball size of fluff, she floats up off of the screen and she comes down, crashing onto other characters with heavy weight. So it's almost like light and then heavy, and then that slows the other character of a racer down. Now, we do have other characters that are a dragon and a like owl type of character, and when these type of two characters appear, the cat, I plan on having a little cute bib that comes around the head there, on the neck, that comes down, and then the cat will have a fork and a knife because it's a bird and or a fish or certain like creatures. Like if it's like hungry, it's gonna act like it's gonna eat it, like starving for it. Making like cute personalities. We did cast Yuri. Like she is very awesome on the sounds of her voice. It's so beautiful, so well done and stuff. We can't wait to get going with the creating furthermore with that. By the way, something very fun I can show. So this cat is based off of my own cat, Susie. So very, very fun. But yeah, she's a real cat, and that's who she's based on. And there's all these other cute pictures online that you can find of her. Let's go to the next one. So, who's the antagonist, like the bad person of the story? Well, she is very interesting. Let me go ahead and pull that open real quick. All right, so This right here is Komori. Now, Komori is going to be a little bit more gothic aesthetics and stuff, and into the more necromancy type of stuff going on here. So to kind of explain some of our plans, one is going to be with this little lantern. There will be a lantern in front here connected to this top of the broom. And when she goes down her path in the story, that lantern gets swapped with the skeleton head, and that skeleton head will glow when she activates her magic, and the skull's mouth will open and it will do necromancy. In the story, she actually learns to do this necromancy and different things because she wants to bring back her cat. In the story, her cat is gonna have something happen, and you will get the ghost version of her cat. The ghost version will be floating around, and her as she races. You'll see the cat float around, do different silly poses, look very cute, very ghostly and stuff. She's absolutely an amazing, fun character, and reminds me a lot of my girlfriend. Like, it's a lot of fun aesthetics here for her. But you know, it's a story that is going to intertwine with different things that's going to come up down the road. I don't want to spoil too much, but just want to give you a fun idea of each character. But yeah, that's Ember, and you'll be able to during the game choose her cat or the ghost version, or one of these two cosmetics we have planned for. As we go to the next one. Now, a lot of you Studio Ghibli lovers are going to love this character. First, I'll show the character, and then her racing companion. So, this is Sora. Now, Sora is a half dragon, half like another species of a character. You can see her ears are all pointy and different things. So she's a very fun, cutesy type of character. Her tail is going to have a lot of personality to it to kind of fit her personality, and her actual thing that she rides is this, and I think you're going to very much love this. This is Hoshi. Hoshi is inspired by, you have Spirited Away. It's inspired from that dragon, and you know, and I wanted something very similar but a little bit cat-like too. You can see a little bit kitty-like in the feature of designs, and something that kind of matches our character here. But she'll be completely flying this, and I plan on doing some silly things too, like if she goes into a hyperdrive type of boost of speed, I plan on her grabbing onto the horns of the dragon and screaming and stuff, because her feet are going to start dangling off the side, like going flopping around and stuff, and you know, you have a little squinty face of screaming and stuff, you know. Kind of like a silly comic relief type of funness, and you have different personalities, and I definitely during the races I really want to hit home on personality and some very fun character creativeness when it comes to each of these characters, to kind of give the players some funness while they race. Now, I will show like my idea of what to do on the game mechanics and stuff in a little bit. We got more things that will come up here down the road. Now, we do have to change one of our other characters. So this is Naya. So I gotta change quite a bit, actually. So I've decided that I want to go and do a different style approach to her. I want to make something more like different, I guess you would say, more cutesy and silly in behavior on this one. So like her entire character is going to change to where she's going to be up to the knee of her, like this current version. You'll see from here to her knee. She'll be a smaller character, more owl features into her, and different things, little more cutesy aesthetics, so that we can show her shape shifting into a larger owl or different kind of fun little magical activities with creatures and stuff. Like being more entwined with nature and animal stuff. It's just kind of fun. She'll be very cute, very fun to kind of play, and I plan on having the cat of this cat, like like when the cat comes down with the bed and fork and knife, it's a bird, so it's like a cat is gonna be wanting to eat the bird. I thought that would be kind of fun. Let's see. I think this is the one. Okay. So yeah, you can see so far this is what we have. We took a pause on it for a moment. So after Sora, we have 2 more characters, and it's going to be inspired by Treasure Planet. We have a boy that we're going to make, and he's going to have like a surfboard type of flying craft that he will fly and stuff. And then you have a second one that is inspired from the Lost City of Atlantis from Disney. A small type of craft is what I'm aiming for, but it's a mechanical craft that is like almost like a fish, inspired from Disney and stuff. But I got to make sure to juggle things around a little bit so I don't get slapped with different companies. But I want to make some unique, fun characters that people can choose from that really hits different aesthetics and different personalities that really bring these characters to life. And so these 2 boy characters, they're going to be a fun types that will come on board and that will be on here soon. So some of the other things I can show. I have been working on the modeling and figuring out all these little details. So I'm obviously going to be changing some of this. I really don't like the island that I was going for. So the island's going to get changed, and I'm going to swap out some of these designs here. But so far I'm getting the main structural sense of what I'm aiming for. This is going to be for one of the levels. It's going to give you that feeling of you're going through different islands, and the bridge between each island is in a large flying frickin' serpent type of creature that you will ride on the back of as you race, and you will race on the back of this creature, and you'll go to these different islands that will have ruins and different things of elements that kind of just have a lot of fun for you to kind of explore as you try to get to this island, as the final destination. So I got to make this more visually appealing, and I'm going to be using a lot of castle in the sky and Lost City of Atlantis and different kind of things to inspire and try to see if I can put something better together to kind of add more to it. So over here we have the Academy. So there's a lot of changes that I plan on working with on doing in here. It's going to take a second to kind of load up, but I plan on adding a couple features to this. Let's see here. Does it load up? Okay, so I gotta fix the lighting here, but you can kind of see it's a very Ghibli aesthetics on the texturing. I got to change the texture here. I got to get that all changed up, so that's something I do plan on getting adjusted. I want to do something that kind of fits the aesthetic a little bit more, but make it more beautiful, intricate designs. Here I got to change these guys out. They don't really fit what I'm looking for, so it's going to be a lot of different changes. My goal is to really hit a fantasy setting of an academy, you know, and kind of make it really magical as much as I can. Add a lot of ivory and different things to this, you know, to kind of give you an idea. It's like with the ivory, it's like to kind of give you an example of what I mean here. So, I guess I will select this and kind of show you guys. Oops. It's funny, I actually have the window selected by accident, so give me 1 second. Okay, here we go. Let me exit the drawing real quick. And let me select this. And let me yeet this back in here. So I can kind of show you what I'm kind of thinking about. You know, I love Studio Ghibli's aesthetic of design, and what I want AIM to do is something like this, where it's like you have ivory and stuff. Let me just move this. So you have ivory that is on here pretty much. You know, it's like you have different stuff that is giving more of a visual pleasing stuff, you know, to you know, fans and things, you know, different things that are just kind of fun. I can do all kinds of things. But yeah, something I'll have to play around with to kind of make sure it's looking properly done, but you can kind of get the idea. And I also have to change the textures around for my ivory, but you can kind of get the idea. It's going to look very, very beautiful. Once I get it all figured out, I just want to add a lot of vegetation, a lot of different plants and stuff. Oh, that's funny, my thing connected on over. I just plan on doing some different things and having fun on what I'm doing, and just give a lot of different breathtaking visuals. Oh, that would be very neat to add a little bit of ivory up here too. So, you know, just different goals and different aspects of design that I want to do for this academy. This academy is actually based off a Germany castle. And that also goes for this. This is like St. Michael's castle, cathedral thing. Like the main structural sense is based off of that. I obviously have expanded on it to kind of break away from it a little bit. Over here, you got some buildings and things. You know, I wanted to create a city street for one of the maps that you can race through. It is definitely one of my biggest targets. I really want something that can be fun like that. Here you have a clock tower. And you have a little bit more designs. Now, obviously, you'll be seeing some things missing. I will be adding fences and different other plans and, you know, kind of expanding around these things so that we can have a lot more visuals and have a lot of fun stuff going on. So here you can see some items and stuff being made and produced. Obviously, some experimentation. So it's like a little stuff that has to get better. Here, I don't like my plants. I really want to do something better than what I did here, but it's kind of the idea. It's like you have low end grass stuff, and then you have higher end of it sprouting out. And these right here, I want to put on the edge of these. Again, don't look at the mess up of the texture here. It's ugly, I know. I know it's very ugly. But I am just experimenting. It takes time to texture things and figure out what I like and what I don't like. This will be on the city street and things. Here you even have this to kind of give you an idea what this looks like. I can show you something else. I had to reuse some of these things for a comic series that I'm helping my spouse on. So let me just go around here real quick. Okay, so you can see I reused these guys for her comic, and we do indeed have the shaping done. So yeah, you can see that's kind of like the idea here. They'll come up, have this type of accurate design. Obviously the pole needs to be textured and different stuff. This is something that we're working on with her comic. So yeah, please ignore. But yeah, so it's a little bit different things we got to play around with, see what works, what doesn't work. And, you know, it's really all about trying to figure out some stuff. You can see here, this is actually the reference for the building stuff of the big castle. You can see it's pretty much the same layout here. You can see the different ideas here. It's a beautiful castle. It really reminds me of Ghibli. Gosh, I can't remember the name of the castle on top of my head, but absolutely beautiful. It has some serious Ghibli beautiful moments of like the ivory and different things, like right here, especially in this spot. It's so beautiful. I love it. So yeah, if you can imagine, I have about quite a few maps designed, have in mind here for the design. Let me go to some docs real quick. I think it's like Google Docs or something. Give me a moment. I'll look through some stuff. So I got the campaign idea here. Character ideas, maps, design. So that's pretty much 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's around 5 or so maps, or 6. Oh, it's 6 maps. Okay, so it's 6 maps that we have in mind. So that's what we're gonna do, is work on 6 different maps. And the technique that we're going to do is we're going to design the levels in Blender, like completely design all the levels in Blender, and we will do a follow track with a camera that will record all the different stuff going through the track of the map, and from there, go ahead, sweetie. When we record this track on this follow path, we plan on making it where it's like, okay, now we have a background that we can take into Game Maker that is recorded pretty much, and we can do a multi-layer effect to where we can get behind different characters and pretty much do animations and different things, and do targeting and spells and do quite a bit of different fun stuff. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's an old school mechanic that older games used to use, but it's pretty much making it where we can make these games more efficiently and more fun and have less buggy issues, but also at the same time too, it's easier and manageable for a small team. So there's going to be spells, there's going to be different magical stuff during the race of these things. If you really want an idea, you can think of Little Loud's Flash game. If you don't know what I'm talking about here, let me see if I can pull this up. Okay, so Little Loud was an older technique for Oban that they used, and I'm kind of thinking something similar for Chance to Shine and for this game. So obviously this is very limited on what they did. I plan on actually fully making the tracks, not using cutout pictures and repeating them 1,000 times just to get the idea, because you can see these are repeating images. But mechanically, it is very fun and very beautiful and stuff, and if I can add shooting mechanics and different lock-on stuff, it's going to be really cool. Now, also too, when you hit the hyperdrive or different things, or pull out your other missiles, I can do those things in this. So that's where it's kind of important to me. It's like I'm thinking about those little aspects. I really want to create a background layer and a layer for the racing. And you see kind of what happens when you get stuck or different stuff. Right here, it snaps you back on the track, you know. So it's a really interesting mechanic. I want to explore, kind of document some more and figure out exactly what I want to do. But if you can imagine like Spirited Away's like dragon type of thing with Sora and Hoshi, like, you know, you'll see the animation of the dragon on the backside of it, and you'll be shooting magical stuff, you know, like having the dragon shoot fireballs or different fun little effects, you know. Obviously I'm sucking really bad at this game because I'm talking and not really paying attention. But you can see traps can be implemented and different things. So I'm thinking if I can actually pull this off, I can actually match the Oban art style 1-to-1, but also at the same time too have more of a polished version. This is not very polished. It has a couple buggies and things that I want to adjust, and I want to make it way better than what Little Loud did on their game, and expand it more 3D. So it's like you have 3D environments, you have 3D ships, everything that's like completely there, you know. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting, like when we get down to it, but everything's gonna be 3D, but it will give the illusion of 3D when it's really just 2D. So it's 2D, but it's giving the illusion of 3D and making you feel like it's 3D, you know. And to kind of help us where we can use it in Game Maker, make it with a smaller team, and still make an amazing fun gameplay. So that's going to be like down the road for these two titles. I definitely want to do Flights of Aetheria first, so that I can get the hiccups and understanding first with all the complicated things. And then financially speaking, I'm hoping that from all these different smaller games and getting this one going, I will be able to do this full time and work on Chance to Shine, giving that the love that it needs. And, you know, giving this the love that it needs too. So, lots of ideas, lots of different things I gotta do. It's gonna be interesting, a lot of different changes. Obviously, this newer approach is a lot different than what we originally had in mind, but with Unity's issues and Godot not being at the level of capability where we need it to be, and Unreal's buggy issues when it comes to the stylization of approach, I'm just going to go and stick with Game Maker and do this unique gameplay style so that we can pull all this stuff off, but make it a really great experience for you guys. So thank you for watching this video. You know, I know this is a very long video, but, you know, I hope you guys look forward to Flights of Aetheria, and like, it's a beautiful game that's going to be in the works, and we have amazing cast being put together that is very talented, amazing people. And we also have somebody that's going to be helping us out with the writing. You know, which that person is Hans, and he's assisted in Smiley and Friends, worked with the writers of that TV show, and he even voice acted some of the characters. So, he has done quite a bit of different fun writing stuff for story writing and movies and shows and things. And pretty much what I'm going to do is work with him and figure out a visual novel story that we can create that kind of goes entwined with the racing and makes it really fun for you guys to play. Now, when it comes to different types of players, racing, and different things, I don't know what I can do yet. And I think as I develop these other games, I want to work up to the goal of seeing what I'm capable of, and that's something that is going to come little by little, and more understanding is going to get approached to this before we kind of get into the programming of it. But the great thing is I have plenty of time to make all the sprites, all the images, character modeling, and the level design, put it all together so that we can put it in Game Maker and things and start the programming process. And thankfully, the Game Maker community is amazing support, and we've gotten to meet a lot of different people. I know this is different stuff, but it's gonna be a lot of fun. Our next video, I'm going to talk about Chance to Shine when I get a moment. I'm going to show some models and different little details, kind of discuss a little bit more about this design approach for gameplay, to kind of cover some changes that we're going to do and how we're going to improve and be able to pull it off. So it's going to be a little bit different than what we were expecting, but I think we're going to do the trick. Obviously, I can't spend too much time on Chance to Shine. My biggest focus is Flights of Aetheria, but I will try to work on it every month with Chance to Shine, do little by little, while my biggest focus is our current titles of smaller mini games leading up to the Flights of Aetheria and trying to get all the things made for that, while doing a little bit of Chance to Shine stuff, so you guys can get a little bit of content for the mixture of different stuff that I'm working on. It may seem like a lot, but it really isn't. It's really just focusing on our primary game of our smaller games, and that goes in translating into us spending time with Flights of Aetheria, and then a little bit of time with Oban Chance to Shine, kind of prepping and organizing everything, working with the creator, trying to get everything put together in the best way to kind of prepare for it. Now, I am hoping to do a Patreon here soon, to help get donations and build up a savings, so when we need help with programming, we can hire outside of the studio, or if we need help with like rigging or different complicated stuff that's beyond our capabilities, that succeeds our experience, we'll try to get some help, and that donation stuff coming up here is going to be very, very helpful, and it's just a donation, it just supports the team and and all of our future titles and stuff. We plan on supporting the voice actors, supporting the different people that work on it as much as we can, and it's stuff that's going to take us a while to learn and grow and get better at, but I'm hoping that these smaller games will help us lead up to Flights of Aetheria, and then we can get a Chance to Shine with the more experience that we need for it. And I'm honestly looking forward to it, because now we can spend time perfecting everything for Oban, perfecting everything for Flights of Aetheria, and working on our smaller games, and have time to do that so we can match artistically what we're aiming for. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's a long chat of a long video, but I really want to introduce you guys to Flights of Aetheria. If you ever are interested in finding out more information about our work, what we're currently doing, we have a Discord. So this Discord here, you can see updates and stuff, like you can see different video releases, different things that we're working on, little updates and stuff, that keeping track of what we're designing, what we're working on, and what we're doing. You can see the proper lighting for that one. But you can see the different stuff we're testing out, trying. You can comment below. And that also reminds me too, one of our mini games that we're going to be having in our lineup is a Paradise mini game. And I plan on possibly switching out the arrow. I'm not sure, but I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about switching out the arrow with a different ship. That kind of works better for a shooter game like this. Got to think about it. Got to discuss it with Saban and see what we think. Now, yeah, you can see the other stuff that we've been doing. More stuff with Squishy Jump. But it's a lot of fun. You get to see the journey of creating these projects. If you go over here, you can jump in on the conversation. Here we're talking about expanding the different stuff for Squishy Jump, different ideas and different kind of things before it is fully completed and goes out to the people. And people on here, they share different things. We talk about stuff. It's building a community and voice actor community, and building a different groups of people that just love Oban or Sky Isle Studios games and stuff. Obviously, there's an Oban Discord if you guys want to focus purely on that. But for anything that involves Sky Isle Studios, I mostly just post on here. So that includes our Oban titles or different things. I will be keeping it into our own company Discord. So sometimes I'll release stuff in here, but it can get lost and you guys might not notice it. So please jump in and say hello and stuff. You're very welcome to hang out and talk. You can talk to me or Victoria or any of the other people hanging out. We are on there every day. Sometimes when I get a little bit busy, I kind of jump off and I kind of focus on my work. I've been getting a lot of things caught up. So yeah, I hope you guys like this. Lots of fun. Thank you for watching, and I hope you guys really enjoyed seeing a sneak peek of the devlog that's in progress with Flights of Aetheria.